So guys, it's that time of the week again, Sunshine Corner Tuesday. We're so glad that you've joined us, and as usual we have a fantastic programme planned with fun and games, a memory verse and another fantastic story, so stay tuned for the rest of the programme.
We choose to serve you, to follow where you lead, to be your witness, to be your hands and feet. We say yes, we say yes. My soul says yes. Whatever you have for me, whatever lies ahead, we say yes. My soul says yes. Whatever you have for me, whatever lies ahead, we say yes. In every season, we can trust in you, for you are with us. You are always good. We say yes. My soul says yes. Whatever you have for me, whatever lies ahead, we say yes. My soul says yes. Whatever you have for me, whatever lies ahead, we say yes. We say yes. We know that you are for us, not against us, not against us. We know that you are for us, not against us, not against us. We know that you are for us, not against us, not against us. We know that you are for us, not against us. We say yes. My soul says yes. Whatever you have for me, whatever lies ahead, we say yes. My soul says yes. Whatever you have for me, whatever lies ahead, we say hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. My soul says yes. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. My soul says yes. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. My soul says yes. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. My soul says yes.
So guys, we're going to do the memory first here. I've got some actions as well. Here we go.
Wow.
The Lord is for me, I have no fear. What can mere people do to me? Psalm 118 verse 6. Right, here we go again. The Lord is for me, I have no fear. What can mere people do to me? Psalm 118 verse 6.
Hi everyone, so we are looking at the emotion of fear again this week. Something that can be a little bit scary and something that we all feel at different times in our life, but we learn in the Bible how we can deal with fear and things that we don't need to be afraid of because God is with us. So last week we heard about Moses and how he chose to trust God. And this week we're looking at a little bit of a story in the New Testament where some people had to choose to trust God too. So, the disciples in the Bible were Jesus' 12 closest friends, and they went everywhere with him. They saw everything that Jesus did. They saw the amazing miracles that he did, how he healed people from sicknesses, how he raised people from the dead, how he cast out evil spirits and things like that. He did amazing things, amazing miracles, turning the water into wine, feeding 5,000 people from just a few fish and loaves of bread. And they saw all of this. And one day Jesus called them all together, and basically what he said was, now it's your turn. I'm giving you my power to do what you've seen me do, and I need you to go out and spread the good news of the kingdom of heaven as he had been doing, and to go out and do these miracles too. He said, you'll be able to heal the sick and raise the dead and cast out demons, and you'll be able to do all of these things because I'll give you power. But there was a little bit of a catch to what he told them, because he did warn them, you're going to go and do these things. Some people aren't going to like it. Some people are not going to accept you. In fact, more than not accept you, they're going to reject you. Some of them may drag you to the courts. They may throw you in jail. They may hurt you. They may persecute you. A whole lot of bad things could happen. And I don't know about you, but if somebody said to me, Victoria, go out there and go to the shop for me. But, along the way, you might get attacked, and, someone might try and push you out in the road, and you might trip and fall down a big hole, and somebody might arrest you. I think I'd be like, well, I don't think I really want to be doing that, actually, because I'm a bit afraid of that. I don't want those things to happen. And that's kind of, I suppose, what the disciples maybe thought. They were like, well, this is good, but I don't really want those things to happen. I'm a bit afraid of those things happening to me. But you know what? Jesus gave them assurance, because he said, yes, those things are going to happen, but I will be with you, and I am giving you the Spirit of God within you, so that when those things happen, you will know my peace, and you will know that I'm with you, and you will be equipped for what will happen. So he actually gives the example. He says, if you are taken to court, don't worry about what you're going to say. Don't worry about what you'll say to the judge or what your defense will be. I will give you the words to say. I will equip you for what you need in that moment. So don't be afraid. And that's what God says to us today. Don't be afraid. Do what he has called you to do, and do what he has told you to do. Stand up for him and tell people about him, and he will be with you, and he will equip you and give you what you need in that exact moment. So there's no need to be afraid. There's no need to be worried, because God is going to be with you. And yes, hard times will come. Jesus told his disciples, you're going to go out there and do amazing things, and people are not going to like that. People are going to hurt you. People are going to do horrible things. But then you think of what happened to Jesus on the cross. Jesus did all of these amazing things. He healed people. He raised people from the dead. He did amazing miracles, and the people still crucified him. They put him to death, and he had done the most amazing of things. So Jesus said, you won't be treated any differently than that. You won't. They won't accept you because they won't accept me. But that's okay, because in the long run, God is with you. God will see all that's happened. God will be the judge of that. And if you're faithful to him, he will be faithful to you. So you have no need to fear. So those disciples, they chose to trust God. They chose to trust that he would equip them for what they needed. They chose to not be afraid and to go out and do what God had told them to do. And they did it. All of them went out. And you know what Jesus had told them was true? They were able to do all of those things. But also the hard times came and the bad things happened as well. But they did not fear, because Jesus was with them and because God equipped them for what they needed in that time. So that is what we have learnt tonight, that we don't need to be afraid, because God will equip us, and we can choose to trust God no matter what, because he is always with us and he will always give us what we need in that time. So I hope today that you, along with me and the other Sunshine Corner leaders, that we will choose to always trust God and believe that he has our best interests and he knows what is best for us in the long run, and that he is in control of it all. Okay?
Alright guys, we made a girl challenge tonight, and the challenge is you have to try and sit down and stand back up as many times as possible with a ping pong ball on a spoon. So let's go.
So guys, that is the end of our programme for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed it so much, and we hope you liked the story and you learnt a lot from it. Now remember our takeaway from this week and last week, and it is, I will choose to trust God. Always remember, no matter what circumstance we are in, no matter how scary it is or how fearful we might be, always remember to trust God. Now, we're not on next week because it's half term, so we hope that you have a lovely break and join us again the week after, when we will be back with more fun-filled videos for you to enjoy. I'm just going to pray before we go. God, I thank you for this time that we get to spend together. Even though we are not in the same building as each other, God, we know that we are together in you. Thank you for all these amazing lessons that you have been teaching us over the last few weeks, God. And I pray that you will continue to teach us amazing lessons in the weeks to come. Lord, I thank you for next week, for being half term and giving us an opportunity to get rest. Lord, I pray for the boys and girls, and I pray they have lots of fun with their families at home. And God, I pray that they stay super safe during this time. Amen. Thanks again, guys, for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your week.